Hello everybody, and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and we are back here at the Devil's Den, and I think I hear Godwin and Hans talking in the next room. How you doing, Zizka?
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Eric's soldiers and the town rabble have torched the Jewish quarter. Fortunately, we saved most of the people. But I doubt they can form an alliance with us now.
Fuck. Where are they now?
Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next. Come on, there's no time to waste. Right, gentlemen. I think it's clear to all of you what a shitty fucking mess we're in. We were caught off guard at Rabosh.
And they nearly fucking kill us all.
Yes, and they attacked the Jewish quarter.
Thanks a lot for reminding me. I almost forgot.
At least Henry here and Kubienka got most of the people out.
That's true. Good work, men. How did it all go down?
Okay, main level, 28. New perk point available.
Well, to tell the truth, we were lucky as hell. We got there before it all started in earnest. That's why we managed to get those people out.
Lucky my arse. We gave those bastards a thrashing. They thought they'd loot and torch the whole place, but we scared them shitless.
It is nice that you found my people's suffering so entertaining. But what I want to know now is how you all intend to avenge them.
Well, what do you have in mind?
We shouldn't give up. That's the main thing.
Except that Sigismund has the League of Lords and a whole fucking army. And what do we have? Fuck all! Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his army soon. It'd be fucking mad to try on anything big before that.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. Von Bergow will have found and caught us by then. We have to get rid of Von Bergow. It's because of him that we're in the situation we're in, after all.
You mean in the shit, Sir Hans? No need to mince words.
Yeah, I think maybe Eric first.
Von Bergow's too powerful. We don't stand a chance against him. But it was Eric who led the attack on the Jewish quarter. He's the one we should strike at.
But that wouldn't do us much good. Besides, who knows where the bastard is now? No, Sir Hans is right. We should get rid of Von Bergow.
All right, if we can, we
That
can.
fucker is Sigismund's right hand. So we'll chop it off.
Why kill him? You know what ransom we can get for that bastard.
Are you all fucking daft? Von Bergow is holed up in Malashov, so unless any of you can fly, we can't get to him.
Oh, that's true. To take a cost like that, we'd need a dozen men, ladders, and maybe also a trebuchet or cannon.
There's no maybe about it. We'd certainly need a cannon.
So we steal the one von Bergow used at Nebakov.
Can
Why
we
don't
do
we
that?
just steal all the silver from the Italian court and buy our own, eh? Use your head before you open your mouth.
Hang on. Maybe Janosch's idea isn't all that bad.
How do you mean?
I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's military camp near Opatovitz. She told me Von Bergow has his cannon stashed away there. But it seems things are getting a bit out of hand there. So the Prague regiment he's in charge of is going to move it to Sedlets. And it might not be that well guarded along the way.
Okay.
So we'll steal it, right? We'll wait till they go through some ravine, and we'll shoot at them from the rocks. The way you did to us before Nebakov.
Yeah.
I see you've learned something from me. But it's not that simple. What we need is for one of us to get amongst the Pragas, so he can keep an eye open and tell us when they're moving out.
And if we succeed? What then? There's 5.5 of us. Even with a cannon, that's not enough to take Malashov.
There's not much we can achieve on our own.
But show me the fool who'd want to join us.
There's always a few mercenaries around, right?
And how are you going to pay them, eh? I sure as fuck haven't got the coin.
That's enough. Von Bergow has to die. Painfully, and above all, as soon as possible. And if there are not enough of you, this might help.
Well, well. That's a sight for sore eyes. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier? We could have saved ourselves a lot of blathering.
Where did you get such a fortune? After what happened?
People in Kolin decided to help. They are looking after our refugees and want to send everyone a strong signal that we will not be silenced.
Ah, so that's why you were so eager to go there.
Well, we really appreciate it, son.
Yeah, we need
Believe
it.
me.
And we
So
won't mind if you got a couple of more purses like that.
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. I know a few mercenaires in this part. They may not be la cavalerie royale, but for such a purse, they will gladly tear Malishov down stone by stone.
Ah, a company of mercenaries, a surprise attack, and a cannon in reserve. We could do something with that, couldn't we?
Not so fast. We don't have the cannon yet.
Then we'll fucking get it. We'll find a good spot for an ambush and send someone into the camp to spy on them.
Ooh.
What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment, and when they take the cannon to Skalitz, you'll send us a message via Catherine.
very cool. At least I'll see Catherine.
Me again? Well, at least I'll see Catherine.
Well, now, has the youngster here fallen in love?
Yeah, it's more
That's
about
settled
Rosa
then.
for me in this
Henry
game.
will go to the camp.
Reputation
Catherine
lost.
will tell you all you need to know. You'll find her in the
They have no
bathhouse
respect
there.
for simps.
In the meantime, Ada here can go to Malishov and find out how von Bergow and his people are stationed there. But look, don't touch.
Za kogo ty mnie kurwa masz?
A lot of soldiers need a lot to eat. We'll have to stock up.
I'll go hunting. This tavern's a bit crammed for my liking as it is.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to prepare a warm welcome for the Praguers.
What do you say, Sir Hinek?
Well, what the fuck are you all sitting here for? Didn't you hear? The fun's about to start!
Do the psychopath. The Dry Devil is, like, actually a psychopath, I'm pretty sure. Alright, meet up with Catherine in the camp. Haven't seen
Henry.
Catherine in a while.
You have no idea how glad I am to see you alive and all in one piece. I was really worried about you. I prayed to Our Lady the Protector to watch over you in Kuttenberg. It's good she heard my pleas.
Thanks for putting in a good word. It definitely came in handy, because it wasn't nice at all. Lots of violence and death, countless foes. We could have easily kicked the bucket any moment.
God damn! What happened there?
It didn't look so bad at the start. We actually arrived in time and urged everyone to flee. But some of Eric's cutthroats got inside the tavern and murdered everyone there. Before we'd finished with them, a great mob gathered outside and struck against the gate. And it fell.
Oh, fuck! That sounds like a right massacre. God damn it. I should have gone there too. I could have been some use at least.
I'm always glad to fight by your side. But you wouldn't have changed anything there. There were too many of them. And when the whole street was thronged, there was no stopping it. All we could do was try to hold back Eric's people as long as possible, so the locals could flee to the synagogue. See, there's a hidden tunnel inside it, leading out of the city.
Fucking tunnels! Ugh. But thank Christ for them. What about Liechtenstein?
He's fine. And he managed to get those mysterious documents of his out.
Now we know how much he
He
hates
left
tunnels.
with the survivors for Colleen.
Praise God.
I'm still mad at him
He's
about
from an
that.
old and glorious house. It would be a dreadful pity if he got left behind. The main thing is you got out. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to thank you properly for coming to Malishov for me.
Well, you can easily rectify that here and now.
That's exactly what I intend to do, my brave and faithful companion. First and foremost, be it known that if you should ever similarly find yourself in captivity, I swear before our Lord Jesus Christ that I shall come for you as you came for me.
As long as there's no
Secondly,
tunnels.
I have something here for you. A truly knightly reward for your knightly deed. A hunting bow that has no equal in the province.
Ooh.
I hope it'll brighten your thoughts after all those horrors.
Actually, it
can
might.
fell the mightiest buck deer and enchant many a doe. And besides, it has attached to it an enlightening history.
Well, I'm honored. Thank you, friend.
Hunting bow from Hans Capon. I hope it's better than the one we've got.
Just a moment. This bow looks familiar. I believe I saw it among Margrave Yob's things.
Good heavens. You really don't miss anything, do you? When I found out that Yobs would gladly leave me locked up, it got my blood up. So, to pay him back, I relieved him of the bow in Raborsh. And it was immediately clear to me that that bow should go to none other than you.
And that is certainly just, I'd say.
I knew we'd see eye to eye. It'd be great to try that bow out right away. We could ride out together on the hunt. Wine, bacon, wine, the deep woods, a quiver full of arrows, wine. Shoot some deer and celebrate with wine. Like we used to do back home.
We only went hunting together once.
But it was memorable.
It
Don't
was
tell me you wouldn't
memorable
like
is
to do it
right.
again, because as
Not
you
exactly
yourself
that way.
heard, there's no reasonable mission here for the noble lord of Leiper and Bergstein. So all I can do is head to the woods and make sure we don't die of hunger here. You'll come with me, right? We promised Shishka some meat, after all.
The gallows at Trotsky didn't teach you a lesson, eh?
Oh, come on. That was a one-off. Let's not make it a tradition, eh? Come on, we'll clear our heads and stretch our old limbs. What you say?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, all right. I won't leave you in the lurch.
That's the spirit. Now, listen. I found this great spot in the forest near Bohemia, an abandoned hunter's camp. I thought you might like to come with me, have a drink, chat, and do some hunting. What's more, it's on the way to Sigismund's camp.
Let's do it.
Let's go then.
Great. Saddle your horse and get ready.
I was going to talk to more people
Smell
here,
the
but
game from here.
activity started. Like old times. Go to the camp with Capon. Sorry, girl. Damn. Okay, let's check out this bow. Okay, so it's a 180. I mean, the ash is labeled as a 230 right now, so... Alright, maybe we'll see if it has a really fast draw. If it has like an incredibly fast draw, maybe we'll use it, but otherwise the ash longbow is way better. We'll see. Does it seem faster? I don't think it seems any faster. Okay, well, we're on a horse, and I don't know if that actually affects the draw speed, so... Keep following. Just putting my weapon away. Okay, I wonder if it's actually better for us to wait and then meet up with him wherever the camp is at. Because he doesn't... Oh, never mind.
Can you smell that? Freedom!
I smell a big roe deer. Maybe even a stag.
How about a wager on who kills more game?
I'd rather not. You know how it ends up when we make bets.
If you're talking about the cock-up at the pond.
No, I meant that bet back in Rattay. When we made a bet to see who could bag more hares, remember?
Well, of course I do. I won.
Nope, I won.
Nah, in your dreams. I bagged twice as many hares as you, but I was talking about the humans who caught you and tied you to a tree.
Aye. That's something I'd rather forget. It wouldn't happen to us now, though. We're far too experienced. It's not long ago we were brawling in a tavern, and now look at us. It's amazing how much we've been through together.
Oh, right. We were nearly killed at the pond. We got into a fight at a wedding. A tower collapsed on us.
But we've also met some good people and fought for a good cause. Don't forget.
When we tell our story back at home.
The girls will be throwing themselves at us.
Oh, don't you think you should take a break from the lasses? Remember how it turns out. The jealous husband nearly drowned you once.
Bloody arse and balls.
Yeah, and after
Arse
that,
and balls,
there was
yep.
the hacked-off butcher.
You mean when I was courting Carolina? That was your fault. You were feeding me the wrong verses.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, that actually did happen.
But I hope you won't be so busy with
That was
wenches
one of the
you
DLCs.
forget your
That one
old
was fun.
mates.
No chance of that. The world's full of pretty wenches. But a good friend. Once you find one, you have to hold on to him. You remember what I told you before the Cumans caught me, don't you?
Something about minions, wasn't it? It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
That's right. And I'd say you're a lot more than just my minion these days. But that's enough chat. It's still a fair way to the camp. How about we go a bit faster?
Let's
Yep,
go.
let's do it. Okay. Yeah, for a second when we started following him, I was worried that it was just going to be a slow walk the entire way. Yep, it did have a poacher's mark.
Wait, can you hear that? There are people in the camp.
Okay, that could be bad. Especially since it's marched as a poacher's camp.
Bloody hell. Soldiers. Sigismund's men, judging by the colours. Shit, and there's a dead body. Over there, by the tree.
Yeah, I see it.
A local hunter, probably. He must have stumbled across them. Oh, those bastards will pay for this. We came here to hunt. So let's hunt.
Are you sure? There's quite a lot of them. I'd rather not end up tied to a tree like you did in Rattay that time.
Come on. We can handle this motley bunch.
All right, but I'll do it on my own. Nice and quiet.
What about me? Am I supposed to just sit and watch?
You'll be ready to back me up if things get messy.
Oh,
Dude's not even
right
wearing
then.
armor.
Just get rid of them.
Got him good, huh? Okay, so I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, right in the face. Nice. 3 out of 5.
Get ready to leave this life.
Oh, shit!
Let's see what you're made of.
This is what I'm made of.
Take that, you unwashed yokel!
Unwashed yokel. You good, bro?
And that's that. I've got to say, though, you stick out like a monk in a brothel. Next time we go straight at them together.
Oh, didn't exactly go well. But they're dead now. That's the main thing.
I killed 3 of them pretty quick with that bow.
And what about the dead bodies?
Well, I suppose we should bury them, eh? They may have been bastards, but we shouldn't leave them to the wolves.
Shouldn't we tell Zizka about what happened here?
Why? There's not much to tell, really.
Don't you want to boast about your heroic deeds?
Come on. You call this a heroic deed?
Wiping out a band of Sigismund's soldiers. It's not long ago I wouldn't have believed we had it in us.
You see? And today it's just another run-of-the-mill afternoon.
What now? Make camp and go hunting?
I don't know. I seem to have lost my mood for it.
We did the hunting.
We promised to bring some meat, didn't we?
Oh, these fellas were just skinning a doe.
That should do it.
All right. Let's cut it up and take it back to Devil's Den. We'll go together, right?
I think I should be going. I've got a lot to do.
Do you think you can manage alone?
Excuse me? Better than having you here getting in my way, you cheeky sod.
All right, then. Take care.
All right. So there we go.
What do you make of this Brabant fellow?
He's unquestionably a remarkable knight, that Vakelin. He rambles on a lot, though. My head nearly burst listening to him sometimes, although it was better than being stuck there alone. Otherwise, he seems to me like a bold and worldly gentleman, if a little obsessed with wealth.
I honestly can't stand
I want to ask
him.
about
He's
his
as full of tales
betrothal
as an old fishwife.
and what he thinks
Half of
about
them
it.
sound very unlikely indeed.
No one's perfect. As for his constant chatter, you have to learn how to shut him up, and ideally not get locked up in one room with him. On the other hand, when Sigismund invaded, he could have easily just stepped aside and kept his nose out of it, and he'd still be sitting pretty in Miskovitz. Instead, he did the opposite and defended the town. Give him a chance to prove himself. You'll see for yourself.
I'll believe it when I see it. What happened when von Bergow hauled you off after the Nabokov battle?
It was a dreadful journey. Jesus, don't even remind me. It was a bit better in Malashov. Apart from being locked up, of course.
Did anything happen along the way?
No, but it took ages to get to Malashov. 4 or 5 days in that god-awful cart. I was travelling with von Owlet's minions. They hauled me in one of the wagons. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad way. After that battle and all.
What did they do with you in Malashov?
Nothing much, actually. They took care of my wounds, and then stuck me in a room with Brabant. But they treated me decently, as befits a noble. Von Bergow came asking questions a couple of times, but that was about it. Only I almost went mad from being cramped in that damned room. It's a good thing you got me out of there.
Looked like you just diced a lot.
What was the problem with the room?
That I couldn't get out of there. You saw yourself when you came for me, didn't you? It's just that since Nabokov, when they shot the tower right down on my head and I was stuck there. Well, since then, I don't feel well in cramped spaces. Actually, I never did. I always preferred to be outdoors. But since Nabokov, it's worse than ever.
Bit of
I had a feeling
PTSD
the
for
roof
sure.
would fall on my head again and I'd be buried alive.
They didn't let you out at all? But you were in that room for ages.
No. They let us walk around the fortress a bit. We even went out for a ride twice, but they watched us like hawks. Not a chance of escape. But most of the time we were in that room. Like I say, I'm really glad you got me out of that hole.
I'm surprised with the way that Zizka kind of ambushes and stuff that they would be willing to take them out on a ride at all.
I understand. It's a bit awkward for you that the nobility lives in castles.
That's a fact. Once I get my hands on my estates, I'll build a new castle that only has huge rooms and lots of spacious courtyards. And above all, no secret passages.
But
Great.
they're so damn useful.
I'm really looking forward to this new castle of yours.
You can be the castellan or something. Don't worry, I won't forget you. I'll even have a forge built so you feel right at home.
What did von Bergow want from you?
Just the usual courtesies. The captivity of nobles has to observe certain formalities, you know? It's not like they could just throw you in some hole. They behaved fairly respectfully, but of course he was fishing for information. About Radzig and Hanush and especially Jobst. What they're planning, how many men they have on the field, who else they're negotiating with and that.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing that he didn't already know. I played as dumb as the village idiot. I only told him they sent us with that message and discussed the rest when we were gone.
And did he swallow it?
I think he suspected I was bluffing a bit, and then he tried to loosen my tongue by letting me go hungry for a while. But he soon gave up when he saw he was getting nothing more from me.
My word. Nice work keeping him at bay. But the main thing is, you're alive and kicking. And back with us.
Indeed.
Yeah, we know he'll torture if he needs to, so I'm guessing that he just decided not to for the sake of making sure that he didn't accidentally kill, you know, the person who he could use as leverage. Whoops, did not need that. That's okay. Ah, shit. Picking up more stuff I don't need. All right. Is he gone already? Darn. Oh, there he is. Now I'll head back with you.
I'll go with you after all.
Excellent. I was starting to worry I'd have to sing to keep my spirits up.
Oh, don't let me stop you.
I'd better not. I sing best when nobody's listening.
Let's go then.
Nobody to tell you it's bad.
Pour the beer on the table.
All right. Rest up, Hans. Rest up.
Good morning, sir.
Tell me then. What do you think about this whole plan? Honestly, now.
Honestly. Well, for a start, I reckon that Frenchie'll take the coin and we'll never see him again. The Adder can take care of himself. I'm sure he'll do a good job scouting Malashov. But I wouldn't count on him coming back and telling us von Bergow's an idiot who leaves the main gate open at night. And the rest depends on you, and how well you can infiltrate Sigismund's men. I wouldn't put much money on it, but who knows? Maybe you'll surprise me.
I mean, we got in pretty good with their doctor. I wonder if there's going to be more stuff with him. He seemed like a cool character.
I'd like to learn from a master.
You got that wine for me?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go.
We have to bring him wine every time. I forgot about that.
Good lad. Now, what do you want to know?
I need to get better at defending myself with a polearm.
That weapon's not worth shite. Well, except in a few cases when it's saved my skin. All right then. I'll show you a few devilish tricks.
I'd like to learn from a master.
You got that wine?
All right.
Good lad.
I want to see what you can do with a mace.
Ha ha! Good choice. It's better than a sword when you're up close. All right then. I'll show you a few devilish tricks.
Okay.
I'd like to...
You got that wine?
Fine. I'd like to learn...
You got that wine?
Fine.
Okay. We don't have any more fine wine, and apparently it has to be fine wine. Let's see if we can buy any from the end keep here. Okay, we only need the one.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
I'd like to...
You got that?
All right.
Ready.
I need to improve my sword fighting skills.
Then sword fight, damn it! That the main thing is not to soil your braze, no matter who you're up against. All right then. I'll show you a few devilish
Great tip.
tricks.
Great tip. Don't shit yourself. Thank you, Dry Devil. All right, 2 perk points available. Warfare and main level, right? We have a main level that we need to look at. All right, your attacks will be stronger the more injured you are. The effect will only work if you have 75 points of health or less. Ironclad, weight of the armor you wear affects your speed. And River, when you make a dodge, a perfect dodge. Okay, let's take Ironclad. That's our next one. And then, yep, another one in main level. Burger's the only one we can do, so I guess we're going to take Burger. Then everything else is... exclusive with good-natured. We have good-natured. Oh, if we took good-natured, we can't get this one. That's what it's saying. Okay. So we take Burger. And I guess everything else is, we've got all the skills that we can get. All right. So we won't be getting any more things in main level. What did Burger do? I should have read that, huh? In towns, villages, and their surrounding areas, you gain a +1 bonus on strength, agility, vitality, and speech. All right, cool.
Greetings!
The camp might be pretty dangerous. Have you got any advice for me?
Already spent some
Catherine's
time
the
in
one
there.
who knows about spying and that kind of thing. But it won't do us any harm if you make yourself useful there. I don't expect you'll
How
just
does she
blurt
get
out
herself
to them
into
where
those
they can
places
find
so
us, but
fast?
loitering around the camp, peeking here and there, that's always suspicious, so watch it.
Taking Malashov won't be easy. How do you plan to do it?
You'll find out in good time, don't worry. First, I have to talk it through with Dry Devil, though. With a bit of luck, we'll get inside the castle unobserved at night, and then we'll manage somehow.
What about that cannon you sent me for?
We'll keep that in reserve in case anything fucks up. And believe me, something always fucks up.
Okay.
That money? Are you really going to give it to us just like that? Such a fortune.
What do you mean, give it to you? We earn this together, are we not?
No, you know what I meant. I'm grateful to you, but your people lost everything. I'm sure you could do with every groschen you can get your hands on.
Henry, money is power, but not when it's locked up in a chest somewhere. You have to know when to spend it, and what on. And believe me, getting revenge on von Bergow is worth every last caution.
Okay. Let's see, who's over here that has a skill? Oh, is it you?
Greetings,
Bravo.
elegant monsieur.
I hope you'll use the money from Sam wisely. The mercenaries, you know. Who are they?
The best fighters I have ever met. You will not regret a single groschen, mon ami.
Mon ami.
Sir Vaculin, you've had an exciting life. Tell me some stories.
We're in for it now.
Bien sûr. Your interest is gratifying and quite understandable.
Now we're not going to get him to shut up.
Brabant come from?
That is simple. My compatriots call me that because I am originally from Brabant province. And, the name stuck. One day, I shall tell you about my place of birth, but I am sure you will long to hear about the conquest of Arezzo, yes? Or would you rather hear how I saved the King of France from certain death?
I don't know, that second one seems like the cooler story.
How did you save the King of France?
With Providence as my guide, mon ami. I came to the court from the field of battle to bring news of our victory, because, and remember this, the bearer of good news is always rewarded and cherished. But the king was in a bad mood and did not wish to be disturbed. Maybe I thought the news of our victory will dispel his ill humor.
How could you tell him if he didn't want to be disturbed?
Ha! I climbed up to his balcony and into his chambers to surprise him with the joyful tidings.
Yeah, that definitely happened for real.
And lo and behold, the king was writhing and gasping on the floor, overcome by one of his fits. Wasting not a moment, I dashed over to him and unblocked his throat, thus saving his life. In return, the king bestowed on me the title of Féchanson, or cupbearer, and other generous gifts. And I then spent a while in his service at court. Unfortunately, though, even the king's favor does not last forever, and minor mistakes can come to overshadow good deeds.
What'd you do?
Arezzo sounds interesting.
And so it was. That is where I earned my knighthood from the great Enguerrand de Concy himself, the commander of our Naples campaign. Enguerrand arranged his forces for battle, and I was put in charge of one of the cavalry units. Out of nowhere, the enemy appeared on our unprotected flank, and Enguerrand set me to hold them back so our main force could regroup. But I saw a gap in the enemy's main phalanx. I sounded the charge and sped forwards.
Wasn't that rather risky?
Un chevalier français fears nothing.
Oh, I reckon King Sigismund would think otherwise after Constantinople.
That was completely different. Alors, I caught them by surprise. I hacked my way to their standard and broke through all the way to the enemy's reserves. My attack sowed confusions in the enemy's ranks that encouraged the overlords who raced to join me, scattering everything in their path. And that is how we won the famous victory at Arezzo. Seeing that the force that was supposed to protect them had been routed. The city then surrendered to us. No doubt you had no inkling at Maleshov what a knight you had the honor to meet. And of course my feats on the field of battle do not end there.
A bold
I'm gonna try it.
Quite right. Courage is my middle name. Just as Monsieur Capon says, Audantes fortuna juvat.
Monsieur Capon.
That day I was the bravest of them all and won the day.
So you disobeyed your commander and left your flank exposed. Your attack could have ended in a total fiasco. You were lucky the others came to your assistance and your entire force didn't collapse.
I hear envy speaking, but you are still wet behind the ears. So, I can forgive you. In short, I saw an opportunity and took it. Moments like that can decide entire wars.
What did your commander have to say?
He made me a knight and sent me to the royal court to inform the sovereign of our triumph.
And that's when he saved the
wanted
king.
To get you out of his hair.
Do not talk no sense.
What happened at court that led to you being out of favor?
Well, perhaps I shall tell you some other time. Would you not rather hear about the glorious duel between Le Gris and Carouge?
Tell me what happened
I want to know what happened at court.
To lose favor.
Ah, a major setback and a gross injustice, mon ami. It is an unhappy memory, because it was the first time that La Dame Chance abandoned me.
It's nothing to be ashamed of. We can all learn from our failures. And I bet even your failures make for great stories.
Oui, that is certainly true. Very well then. I suffered a combination of misfortunes all at once. But bad luck in business and on a hunt were the worst of all.
Okay. Let's ask about this incident, try and figure out what got him so bad in court, and then we might leave and ask him about more of this stuff at a later point. I feel like we could be here in a whole episode listening to his stories.
What was the hunting incident?
We were out in the royal hunting grounds when I caught sight of a white stag. There had long been rumors about it, so imagine the prestige I would have gained by getting it. I set off after it, pierced its flank with arrows, and unleashed the hounds to finish it off. When I arrived, it turned out that my aunt had not killed a stag, but the horse of a lady.
Oh, no.
A court favorite of the queen's. I fell out of her favor, and all the doors became closed to me.
We're not going to go that hard. That's what I'm thinking right now.
But
we're going to go the other route.
That could have happened to anyone, couldn't it?
Quite right.
I don't know about that.
I'm glad you are sensible enough to agree with me. A misfortune like that, which could indeed happen to anyone, would make lesser men roll with laughter. But the other lords were afraid I would outshine them, so they were waiting for a chance to get rid of me. And that chance came along, unfortunately.
Thanks for sharing your stories with me, Sir Backlin.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta slowly get those stories out of him because he's gonna have a lot of them. Clearly. Darn, do we have to get through all of his stories to get him to teach us skills? Probably. Alright, we'll just wait on that.
What would you like?
My body is...
Certainly.
I need a hot...
Great.
Let's talk...
Certainly.
What would you say to this?
You must be from a poor... Excellent. You won't regret it, sir.
I wonder if I push it further down if I'm able to get more out of it. On average. Hi.
You have a kind master, hey, doggy?
Right? I'm very kind, yes. Indeed.
Look what I have for you.
Here, have a perch, buddy.
Greetings. I wish you a pleasant day.
Aye, come here.
That's my boy. That's my boy. Alright, is there anybody else we need to talk to in the group here? Oh, that's Kubienka now. Alright. I think I'm good here for now. We'll try and get bits and pieces of all of this stuff as we go. Alright. So are we gonna go to the camp? I think so. I think so. Alright, we're not wanted there anymore. Are the people in Apatowitz still, like, really aggro at us right now? Any ambush?
Oh, shit. That's the bloke they call Lucky.
Oh, no.
Bad luck has caught up with him.
Unlucky die. Poor guy. Sometimes Lady Luck is on your side, sometimes she isn't. With this die, she most likely isn't. Sorry, buddy. Alright, Lucky got. Sorry, man. Okay. I kind of want to take people out in Apodowitz. I'm going to try it. It's probably a bad call. I think there's just a lot of people here. Playing a dangerous game here.
Sakra.
How did they not notice me?
Hey! Everyone get over here!
Pull out the bow, bro.
Now you pissed me off, you fucker! We're under attack! We're going to gut you, you whoreson! Come on, then! I'm just getting started! Shit, what the... You wanna try me?
I'm cooked, man. I hate these guys. Like, bro, just stop.
I've been waiting for you! Surprise! Oh, what? I'm bleeding? I'll beat you to a
What? Why'd you
bloody
change your
pulp,
fucking stop
fucker.
changing?
I'll sort you out.
Oh, what the fuck? No.
Your stuff, fucker! You're no match for us, fucker! Show what you do! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
How did that not count as a thing? It's a master strike. That should have been a master strike.
Hey, get it! I've been
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
waiting for
I'll
you.
bleed. I'm gonna bleed out.
Right between the eyes.
Alright.
Show your stuff!
Damn, I'm fucking like crippled. I'm done. Are they gonna finish me or what? Alright, weird. Oh, yeah, there's too many of those fuckers. There's so many in here. I want to get them, though. I wonder if I need to use a hammer or something, because, like, they're so armored. They're so armored. Okay, so let's put that there. With the shield. Now, with this one, we can't Master Strike, so... I'm not very good at doing that anyway, but, you know, you take my meaning.
Nice try, you poor son. Attack! Come and help us!
Okay, are they coming? I don't think anybody else noticed or cared. Why'd you turn around, bro? He doesn't even know where I'm at.
Sick!
You're fucked up now, arsehole. Alert! Alert!
That miss him? Damn, there's so many of them. Oh, rude. You're already limping. How are you still going, bro? Ah! Bro won't die. God, there's so fucking many of them. Yeah, we're done. All right. It's not gonna work. The number of shots it took me to freaking kill even one of those guys with so many bow shots. Like, fuck me, dude. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait a little bit longer, I think, still. Absolutely ridiculous.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Yeah, I'm not a spy.
Cheers.
Not
I
me.
hope you have an uneventful shift.
What break here?
I'm telling you, ain't I? Your men smashed all my pictures.
I know you. I see you before.
Me? No, you're mistaking me for someone else.
Now, Zudnakam, where we know us from?
From the camp, most likely. I've been here for ages, you know. Once I even cleaned out your latrine.
You? I no think so.
Should have gone with the top
I
one.
watch you now.
We had a better stat. Really, bro? Fuck you.
Can I ask you something?
You complain?
What? No, I'm not making a complaint. Why should I?
I chief of soldiers and I hear only complain and more complain. Always. They kill hands, they scare children, horse trample cabbage and eat carrot.
That's offensive.
This country full of complaining and whining.
I'm not complaining about anything.
That good. You real man.
All right, then. Okay. Hi, girl. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?
Ah, there you are.
Henry? What are you doing here?
Zizka sent me. Is there somewhere we can talk? In private, I mean.
Oh, by Christ. Oh, you've come up with another plan, haven't you? All right. But you better come this evening. We're too easily seen right now.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, I don't think there's an easy way for us. I don't think we have like a bed in camp or anything. And I don't think there's a good way for us to get a bed in camp.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Okay, a priest.
It'll satisfy your hunger, but not your excuse me.
Sorry, bro. I'm gonna sit here, though. How's it going? Totally normal. Don't worry about me. We don't have any books. We need to sell some of this stuff. Let's see. Alright. We cut off that guy before he could say something distasteful.
May God give you health, sir.
Okay, it's after dark. Let's see if we can talk to her now.
I'm here.
Come. I know a place where nobody will disturb us.
Where's that?
Stop asking questions and start undressing.
You want to talk here?
You said you wanted privacy, didn't you? If anyone sees us here, they'll think you're just another customer. And relax a bit. You're as stiff as if you were waiting to be branded.
Is that, What parts of them are stiff, girl?
Alright. But you could have warned me.
Come now, Henry. Don't say you've never had your back scrubbed by a woman.
It's different with you. Just Teresa. Lady Talmberg! Why did they spell it like that in this one?
Well, it's true. There was one. But I'd rather not talk about it.
Oh, there's more to you than meets the eye. Come on. You're not going to keep it to yourself, are you?
Let's just say I'm quite popular in Talmberg. Especially Lady Stephanie is always pleased to see me.
He doesn't know that she's pregnant.
Come now. Is that the best you could come up with? Would a noblewoman give you the time of day? You'd soil her just by looking at her.
Oh,
They believe you. Please yourself. I know what I know.
I believe every word of it, your lordship. I can hardly resist you myself. I'd rather you told me why you came here. You say Zizka sent you.
That's right. It's about von Bergow's cannon and the Praggers who have it. I hear they're going to move it to Sedlitz.
Aye, they have it. What of it?
We want to steal it on the way.
Have you all gone mad? Do you know how dangerous that is?
I know. That's why Zizka sent me here. I'm supposed to infiltrate the Praggers and make sure everything goes smoothly.
So what do you need me for?
Information.
Okay. Speech 27.
Who's in charge here?
That's a pretty complicated question. But in a nutshell, there are 3 main captains here. They run the whole camp. Sigismund is holed up in Sedlitz with his toadies and doesn't take much of an interest in what's going on here. The Cumans are under the command of a fellow called Chertan.
Yeah,
then
he's watching us now.
Who runs the camp. And then there are the Praggers, led by Dietrich Katz.
What is this Chertan like?
He's the commander of all the Cumans who marched into Bohemia. Sigismund officially gives the orders, of course, but it's Chertan they listen to. I've met him a couple of times. He's a tough fella, but his soldiers are loyal to him.
Who's this Grossav?
He's in charge of everything here. He's a nobleman, but don't expect him to act like one. They say he ran up debts and fell out with half the royal court. So Sigismund holed him away here instead of taking him to Sedlitz. Watch out for him. You know how it is. The worse off a man is, the pushier he gets.
This Katz. Who is he?
He's in charge of the Prague Artillery Regiment.
So he's the one we really need to get
know
in
him,
with.
in fact. It was him and his men who attacked Nabokov that time.
That Horson who nearly killed us all.
Calm down. You'll get your revenge soon enough.
When are the Praggers going to take the cannon to Sedlitz?
That's what you're supposed to find out, isn't it? But it looks like they got held up for some reason. Sometimes I hear them complaining they should have been long gone by now.
Where's the cannon now?
In the upper part of the camp where all the local captains have their tents. They've put up a palisade around the entire hilltop. And the guard at the gate doesn't let just anyone in. And what's more, they say the whole camp's gunpowder store is there.
And you think it's in the storehouse there?
That's the only place it can be.
Could you imagine blowing all of that sky high?
Here, but they won't let me into the upper part.
Do you know anything about the cannon?
Not much. I've heard they call it the Finger of God, and it costs a fortune, but that's all.
Do you have any idea how I could infiltrate the Praggers?
The best thing would be to join up. There are never enough men. But it won't be as easy as it might seem. They won't let you go up and see cats just like that. But down by the shooting range, you'll find a fella they call Crow. He's a corporal in the Praggers. You'll know him by his big black moustache. He's Katz's right-hand man. So I'd try my luck with him.
Okay.
And once I've joined them, what next?
Find out when they're supposed to go to Sedlitz. And above all, why they're still here. And once you've got it sorted out with them and you're gonna all ride out with the cannon, I'll go straight to the Devil's Den and we'll get to work.
I'm pushing it, man. And honestly, like, if there's one girl in this game, because Teresa's not here, if there's one girl in this game that, like, I think that I like more, it's going to be Rosa. But still, I mean,
well,
I have
sounds
to.
Pretty dangerous. If I say the wrong thing or someone recognizes me, the game will be up.
Henry gets his loins into all sorts of trouble in this world,
If you
okay?
don't mess up, you'll have 1,000 kisses. But work before play.
All right, damn.
Is there anything else you want to ask before we get started?
Do you know anything else about the Praggers that might come in handy?
Not really. They're artillerymen, as I said. And their pay is a lot better than the others, so they aren't too popular around here. That's all I know. They drink, play dice, and go to the baths just like all the others.
What's it like here? Should I be afraid?
Not really. But I wouldn't call it peaceful here. You know what it's like. Humans here, Prague's there. Couple of noblemen and a bunch of mercenaries who want to fill their purses. All hot-blooded and all hating each other. Apart from that, it's lovely.
Great.
Is there anything I should watch out for?
Your mouth, mostly. You know what you like. If you give the game away, you're a dead man. Just try and act normal. They get up to a lot of drinking, riding, and archery here. Now and then they fight like cats and dogs, but the captains have things under control for the moment. Although
what?
There's a rumor going round the soldiers that there's a spy here. At first, I was worried they were talking about me, but it seems not.
Well, that's
careful.
Good.
That's all I need to know.
Get out of the water,
But
then.
that kind of means we're
You've been
both
in
in a bit of danger if they're already
I
looking
have to
for
admit,
people.
You've scrubbed up nicely. Maybe I should wash you more often.
As long as it's always free of charge.
Actually, there is something you could do to repay me. But that can wait. Enlist for service first, soldier.
Okay, was that innuendo? What kind of repayment are we talking about? Hey, don't walk away. I need to know. She's not going to tell me. All right. Well, Catherine just bathed us, so that's a thing that just happened. Rosa next. Rosa would never.
I'm sorry.
Rosa would never. Okay. Where's this skill book person? Oh, it's you. You just came back. You probably can't teach us anything right now. Was Mandalina like one of her friends from the last place she was at in Kuttenberg? That wasn't the name of the old woman that we ended up killing, is it? I don't think so. I think that was her friend that may have died in all of that.
So, do you still have no regrets about how things turned out?
Okay, maybe it is that old woman.
That bitch deserved what she got.
I actually agree. Well, whoops, I didn't even know that I could do that. I accidentally clicked right mouse button and it skipped it. Okay. I thought only the spacebar did that. She even thought what she did was a righteous thing. It makes me want to cry and kill her again. No, he did the right thing.
Once was enough. The girls have been avenged, and that's the main thing, isn't it?
I suppose so, but I don't feel the satisfaction I expected. I feel a bit relieved that it wasn't because of me that Alice died. Although, in a way, it's almost worse. She died because of some madwoman.
I know, but look at it from the other side. You were the instrument of God's punishment. And nobody else is going to die because of that hag anymore.
Yeah.
True. But how am I alone the instrument of God's punishment? Without you, we wouldn't have found out anything. So once again, thank you very much, Henry.
Okay. We need to go ahead and end this episode, so thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Shadow Raven, Anna Kate the Great, Philip Dougherty, Timothy Jansen, Skip, Naya, Bean Curry, DWJ Media, Reindeer Cat, Black Wren, Barrettscape, Sanctum, Joshua Jarvis, XX Night Fighter, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.